Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim. Happy Friday. Welcome to another Indie Friday, and today I have a very special game for you today. I present to you Penny Arcade's on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness 4. This is the conclusion to the amazing series brought to you by Z-Board Games. Z-Board Games being composed of two people, incidentally, Robert Boyd and Bill Stierenberg. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. Sorry, Bill, if I'm not. They are the wonderful creators behind two awesome Xbox Live Arcade games that eventually came over to Steam called Cthulhu Saves the World and Breath of Death 7. And no, there's not 6 Breath of Deaths, so you didn't miss anything, so don't worry. They're both available on Steam, incidentally, in a double pack for like $2.99, so you really might want to go pick those up, incidentally. They specialize in trying to revive the old school JRPG. And they do it in some amazing ways. They really do. They have this knack of being able to figure out some of the best structures that have been presented in some of the JRPGs, like your Final Fantasy VI's battle style and class allocations, and your Chrono Trigger's cross-character skills and stuff like that, and really have just combined all of that down with amazing writing brought to you by Penny Arcade, and oh, it's wonderful. So without any further ado and any more bother, let's jump right in here, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start out on normal for now. When I play this, normally I play it on veteran because, well, you know, I like a challenge. But for the purposes of this video, and just so that way I don't accidentally die while we're playing it, I'm gonna play it on normal. I do love a good intro video. And when that candle, bare and white, sheds at last its dancing light, then we will rouse with the raised rod to pierce the very house of God. The quartet from the dusk of man, Tycho, Inferius, Brehi. That's actually the line. Ooh, interesting. Previously on. I was kind of worried that I was going to have to recount all of this, but I'm glad that I don't. Tycho and Gabe ran a detective agency. So these are characters based off of the guys who run Penny Arcade. Mike Kroholik and Jerry Holkins. I knew I'd come up with it if I thought long enough. And they created these characters, Tycho and Gabe, and have written this entire series on Penny Arcade about them. And that's been going on since probably about 2005, 6, 7, somewhere in there. And now they have decided to take those characters and put them into an actual video game. And it's amazing because you have this JRPG that one of the weaknesses has always been the story, and now you put behind that some amazing developers who take the mechanics and do wonderful things with them, and the writers. I mean, how can you not love anything that comes out of this collaboration? So anyway, as you just saw, if you've been paying attention at all to the loading, to this opening video here, Yog Modane, a god from the previous game, from Rain-Slick 3, we tried to go destroy his painting, Dorian Gray style, and were stopped by Dr. Blood, who you now see me falling to the Underhell, punching over and over again. Like I was saying, after falling through an empty void for what seems like ages and then falling through it for several more thousand years, Gabe and Dr. Blood finally strike ground. Orf. You're a real can of peaches. You know that, Doc? You're a great person. Sarcasm. But he didn't actually kill Tycho, because we saw, and this is what I was going to say about that poem, we saw Tycho at the very end of the game reciting that last line of a poem in robes in a dark place, kind of like it might have been the last part of an incantation or what have you. So there's a lot of, just wonderful, succulent story to devour here. You destroyed the world. I could punch you in your dumb face for the rest of our stupid lives, and you'd be getting off easy. You didn't even notice my cape. I did it for, ow, stop hitting me. I did it for Hestia, my true love. Oh yeah, does she go to school in Canada? Locked here in the Underhell. Let me offer you the trunicated version. And that would be the Reader's Digest version. When the devil offers you ultimate power in exchange for your true love, just say no. So it seems as though our bad guy from the last game might have been just misunderstood. The Necrowomicon assured me that if I reassembled the 4 paintings of Yawgmoth Dane, it would open up a door to the Underhell and I could pluck her from that otherworldly world of torment. That's what you get for reading books. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Just as we found out at the end of the last game. Your friend, Tycho Aramaeus Brahe, they keep changing his middle name. Nay, he's very dead, but dead is preferable here. He's almost certainly somewhere in the Underhell. Now, double dead, that's the one you need to watch out for. Die in the Underhell and that's it. But we never died to begin with, don't you see? Not particularly. No. But you see what I mean? It's an honest attempt to make good dialogue here and really make you want to pay attention a little bit more, because once we get into the combat here, I'm reading through this and talking at the same time, and that's kind of dangerous because I'm gonna miss something. The 2 idiots form an ill-starred party to pass the short time that remains until their final death. So once we go around here, you'll notice there are no random battles. That's one annoying mechanic that they've gotten rid of. And instead, you'll actually see the enemies coming. There's also a hold the shift button to run, so that's kind of nice. Hey, it's that thing that Anne Claire made us, the item thing. I forgot what that's called. The duplicator. With this thoroughly implausible item, items you use in one battle regenerate by the next fight. Yes, that's another thing. Items in this game are very streamlined as well. You get potions, MP, and usually like some sort of explosive in the last games. And there were a couple of others, but those are the 3 main important ones. And potions instantly revive as well as... Is that right? Yes, I think potions also revived. And did a nominal amount of healing. The explosives did mass damage to all the enemies, and the MP boost obviously does what it says on the tin. And so with this duplicator, after you don't necessarily purchase more potions, you purchase more capacity. So you start out with like 4, and then eventually you'll get up to like 6 or 7 or 8. And at the end of each battle, all of the items that you use regenerate. And you used to have cool aftermarket upgrades. The spoiler was especially rad. Allowed you to use only a potion to heal. Okay, there it is. Yeah. By finding and purchasing more upgrades, you can use items multiple times in the same battle to improve their effects, or even unlock entirely new items. There you go. And so, since it doesn't have a random battle system, it instead has the Chrono Trigger battle system of you need to run into the enemy in order to attack them. I'm gonna go beat up that whatever it is. It looks like some sort of undead, re-dead vulture. I like punching you, Doc, don't get me wrong, but any relationship can get stale. Huh? He's coming out of the other side covered with weird stuff. The whole thing should have been sweet. Instead, his hand hurts, and the foe doesn't even care. Oh boy. Even a monstrous intern or a teen beast represents a mortal scenario. The key is to fight fire with fire, or monster with monster. This is new. Okay. Turns upward, a ball like a dark pearl has found its way into his grip. Lazy gray worms are swimming through it, having fun. Simply raise the monster orb into the sky, thusly cry, and I don't have a monster orb. No? Oh well. I'll get one. Leviathan. Oh god. Now that's a spell. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. So I guess many, but not all of your abilities in a battle require MP to use. Your characters will gain 1 MP every turn. MP is not carried over from one fight to the next, so don't be afraid to use it. You start out with 1 MP on at every battle, incidentally. Enemies don't need MP to use their abilities, but don't underestimate them. Enemies get more powerful with each passing turn, so defeat them before it's too late. So many battle mechanics to explain. Let's see what I can do here. Really? What on earth is going on here? So before, it was actually me fighting. And I'm going to hold up here for just a second before we actually start the battle and kind of explain what's going on here for those of you who've never actually played one of these before. So you have the battle timer along the top. You have my little Leviathan's picture here, and behind it, which you'll see come out in a minute, you have the picture for the Marrow Man, who's on the other side of the screen. This looks very similar to your average Final Fantasy VII scenario here, except without the bars filling up underneath the character names. It's an actual weight bar across the top of the screen, which is very convenient. What's new, however, is the fact that I'm about to fight with a monster instead of fighting with my own bare fists. So this should be interesting. I don't know. I really don't know how long this is going to go on, but it's certainly neat. But anyway, like they said, as battles go on, they start out at the enemies start out at 100% power, and then with every turn, they get more and more strong. Yeah, more stronger. Shut up. Shut up, brain. You're not going to make words today. And so, as you go through, you want to try and kill them as quickly as possible, and it kind of encourages you to move quickly and get through the game and not kind of drag it the hell out, which is another problem of RPGs, quite frankly. And now I'm dragging it out, so sorry. And you can see, yeah, the Mailman definitely moves faster than I do. Attack, 666, Dark Scholar. These must be class-type abilities here. I can give him a little tickle. Or I can do a Capomancy. Boost all stats, self. I don't have 2 MP to do that with. See what I mean? You start out with 1 MP. So I could either attack, and there are some classes that like give you a, hey, I like your bones. Okay, 5 elemental weaknesses. Nice. Dark attack. So, like I was saying, poison. All right. Interesting. So I guess he just poisons me at the beginning. There are some classes that give you different abilities. Like there was one in the previous game, and I don't know how much of this will carry over, so I can really only talk from previous experience here. But there's some attacks that like gave you bonuses if you use them on turn 1, or gave you bonuses the later in the match you use them and stuff. So there's a lot of tactics that go into the keep playing. Sorry, that go into the making of the strategy more so than just running around and just hitting the attack button until you find whatever combination works. Oh, we have to do that again. All right. Leviathan, come forth. Go out in this region. Nope. Gabe peels the monster from Dr. Blood, rolling it out. The moment he touches the skin, it stops being an orb for some reason. Now it wants to be a glove. It doesn't explain why, plus it didn't give itself a mouth, so it can't. Okay. A baby deep crow unfolds itself from the black ovoid. Its feathers still wet from the egg. It makes an unconventional sound and it wobbles to its feet. Your name is Mr. Beaks. Do you get it? This is one rule, Mr. Beaks. If you see a throat, that's this part. He points to his throat. And it's not my throat or his throat. Interesting. I want you to eat that throat! You know why? Because these throats are the only food you're ever gonna get. Oh god. Again, I absolutely love this game. I love this series of games. They're fantastic. They're funny. Oh god, they're so good. So I guess here it gives you the opportunity to run before the battle begins, which again is new. And it gives you the chance to look over the enemies. I like that they're giving you the amount of elemental weaknesses that the enemy has. That's another new one. But it gives you their HP, what power percentage they're at, and a little bit of flavor text just for fun. So, yeah, we're definitely gonna fight these guys because I'm about to kick some ass. Let's use your regular attack here, so that way we can get a little bit of capomancy here. Bug bird, weak attack adds bleeds. Interesting. And so, as you can see, there's the status effects too. There's, you know, your bleeds, your poisons, your stuns, your all that good stuff too. So you're never gonna miss any of those aspects. But the one thing you're definitely not gonna miss either is the time that it takes to do everything, and just they really have done a great job of kind of streamlining the entire process and just making games like this fun again, as opposed to, you know, tedious, which I think they had gotten close to. Alright. And of course, as you can plainly hear, the music is just all over the place and awesome. Mr. Beaks now is level 3 and learns P Swordmaster, passive ability. I guess it must tell you whether or not it's a passive ability now. Gabe is now level 2. Dr. Blood is now level 2. Can I get a menu? Can I get a menu? How about a menu? Can I get a menu? Nope, that's not a menu. How about a menu? Can I get a menu? Anyone a menu? My kingdom for a menu. Thank you. Alright, so this will be the status menu here. And as you can see, we can take a look at our party. And it seems as though we can have a reserve list over here that we'll be able to change out our monsters for. And of course, they all have different things you can equip. And I guess... Oh, interesting. So now, not only will you have the monster's ability to have classes and abilities, but the person controlling the monster will also have their abilities that you can set, I guess. I'm not really sure how all that works. Again, this is new stuff, so I'm kind of talking out of my ass here. So I really hope that I'm right. But speed boost on turn 1 when equipped with a sword, which I... Are you? Yeah? Yeah, you sure enough are. Sword. If you want to cut something, swords are a great choice. Sure are. Huh. Okay. So I've got 2 potions here. Restores 100 HP and revives. Fell for a while. And here you can also save, which I think I'm going to do because that's probably a good idea. And moving on. Leviathan starts out attached to Dr. Blood, and Mr. Beaks began his dark life attached to Gabe. Things don't have to stay that way, though, and maybe they shouldn't. By going to the equip section of the main menu, you can change the trainer for your main part. Okay, so yeah, this is exactly what I was just speculating on. Depending on which trainer you choose for each monster, your savage allies will gain access to trainer-exclusive skills. Okay, so, okay, yeah. Able to use Energizer, a punching attack that restores MP if it finishes off an enemy. Not only that, but each trainer gives a unique stat bonus to each trainer's monster whenever they level up. Okay. Your trainers will become more skilled and gain new abilities. Choosing the best trainer for each monster will make your life much easier. Analyze the situation and choose accordingly. Back into the menu then. Let's make sure that I've got this done right. How do I... Is it here? Status, maybe? No? How do I... How do I change which trainer owns who? I guess that would be a good question to answer. I'm probably gonna... Oh, duh. I'm a freaking moron. I cannot believe I just did that. Okay, so he gives strength and defense. He gives HP and magic. And so right now, Leviathan's strength's pretty damn high. So I think I might keep him with Dr. Blood for a minute. Because his MP is kind of low, but his magic's also low, so I kind of want to raise that up too. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that as it is for now. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we got a dark chef and 2 vegetarians. Foodsmith's frappe without warning or remorse. And they each have 2 elemental weaknesses. Again, it doesn't tell you what the hell they are, but it tells you they have them, and that's, you know, at least a starting place. Well, let's see, they each have 61 health. Let's see what we can do to start knocking some of this down, shall we? I think so. And then... Oh, nuts. I should have focused on that. On the bottom vegetarian there. Again, there's a lot of tactics, a lot of strategy that goes on here that makes a huge bit of difference when you're playing a game like this, and you're just like, oh, I gotta sit here and go into another battle where I just gotta press A until I win. No, that's not the case here. You can't just sit here and attack. You'll lose very quickly. So you really have to be a little bit more careful. Oh god, he's resistant to dark. Great. You really have to pay attention to stuff like that because it can really screw you over if you power up all for this one attack and then suddenly you realize, oh crap, he's resistant to dark. That would have been really bad. Unfortunately for me, the boost was not on that character, so you know, that's kind of nice. But I'm running around here. I wonder if there's any text on these tombstones. No, darn. Z-Boy's usually pretty good about putting flavor text in just everywhere they can, and also hiding stuff. This obviously is a bad example because it's not really hidden very well, but they, if you are at all familiar with the way games hide things, like, you know, alternate path, you can kind of see that this way is going to be the right path, so if you take the other path, chances are there's going to be something good down there. If you follow those kind of rules, you're probably going to find most everything in this game, because they hide stuff, but they don't hide it in that way where you have to sit there, like in Pokemon, where you have to run around and just press B until you find something, unless you happen to have the damn metal detector. Item detector. Whatever it's called, I forget. Anyway, so now, time for an item. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and use him to, yeah, that should be good. And then now, the Leviathan will definitely be able to act before that Undertaker comes back around. And so now, take 2 and take 3. And that should maybe, hopefully, no, not quite. Close. Oh, I knocked out Leviathan. Not good. Oh well, no worries. Thankfully, all your allies get revived immediately, fully HP, full MP, blah, 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 blah. They gain experience even if they die, so you don't have to worry about anything like that, which is just wonderful. Like I said, they really seem to have taken care in making it so that they take away all of the annoying stuff and really leave you with what's fun about RPGs. Curiosity begs the question. Nope, it was you. Soul Link. Gives Leviathan bonus to strength, magic, speed while in combat when equipped. Okay. So I guess, is that a Leviathan specific bonus? Or if when I go in here and, oh nuts. If I go in here and equip, say Gabe to him or whatever. Oh, so Gabe could use both of them. I don't necessarily have to do one and one. Interesting. Damn it. Ah! Menu navigation, never really my strong suit. So when you go in here, nope, gives Leviathan. Okay, so I guess Leviathan is the one he's supposed to use. What the hell was all that about? About maybe it should change. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Don't care. I'm sure there'll be more opportunities for that way later. Here in Underhell, Gabriel even plants on the most serious of business. Your run-of-the-mill community pea patch is an abattoir filled with half-eaten men and women. Prepare yourself for a hard fight. Hard because... Oh, jokes. Some battles have special conditions that may help or hinder your chances of success. That stuff isn't there just for funsies. Take it into account. And this is another thing they do to throw a monkey wrench in every so often. And it's not just limited to boss battles. It's any battle can have a special condition on it. For example, this battle, all their monster allies have been temporarily boosted to level 30 and have lots of cool new abilities. Have fun. All right. Awesome. Thank you for doing this. Analyze. Sin Tree, 5,000 HP, 2 elemental weaknesses. Sometimes a bunch of them get together and just guard each other. Sounds a little weird, but okay, we'll take it. How quick are you? Nowhere near as quick as my people. This is going to be fun. Alright, so what new abilities do we have? Wow, Jesus Christ on a crouton. Dive Bomb. Heavy wind attack harms user. Heals Mr. Beast. Cauterize. And names for skills usually are some sort of pun. I mean, come on, guys. How can you not see the love that's put into this game? Reduces enemies' defenses. Clutch Call. Summon the Deep Crow. Stun once per battle. Nice. Ooh. Let's see what that. Let's summon us an ally here. Dark Tickle, medium dark attack. See how that was light earlier? Some when you level up, not only do some skills unlock. Like not only do you unlock some skills when you level, but you also unlock higher versions of those skills. So at 30, it's a medium. That's not saying that at some point later on, say if I get to 50, it won't be a heavy. But spells upgrade, and so it's nice to kind of keep them all viable. You never have a huge ruddy list like Final Fantasy VIII. Aha, Final Fantasy VIII, if you remember that one. You really, by the end of that game, if you got all the magic, there's like 6 freaking pages of spells. And then you have the GFs and abilities and blah, 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 blah. Not here. Not here. Here, it's nice and streamlined. It's nice and easy. You can figure it out. It's got a good description. Damn, they do such a great job. Light water magic to all enemies. Light attack all. Heavy dark magic. Heavy dark magic all. Oh, God. That's going to be so good. What you got here? Still just the Capomancy. Because only my monsters got raised to level 30, not my characters. Interesting. Okay, so with that, let's see if I can find out what his weakness is here. Clutch Call summons a deep crow, and now you see I have him, so good lord. Summon to come around every turn. She'll come around and do damage like that. And there's a couple of different abilities like that. That summon allies to help you. Or in the last game there was a Gardener class that allowed you to plant a garden that would heal you every turn and stuff like that. So there's a lot to do here. I think we're gonna start building up some MP here to do some heavy attacks. So let's just do basic attacks here. Yeah, baby. I'm gonna attack with him, and let's defend with the Leviathan. Defend again. Alright. So now we've got 3 MP here. Should I stun him? Yeah, let's stun because he's all the way back at the beginning of his stay. At the beginning of the weight bar, so that should buy us a minute, actually. Let's do River Styx. Alright. So close. Heavy wind attack. How much damage does that do? 50? That's not bad at all. Well done. 20 XP, 50, and now they're proper level 5. But my characters didn't level up. Oh well, say be. So that's my first big boss fight. And now, yep, just as expected, that takes us into the world proper. Ooh, look there. So there's not even random battles out on the world map, which I think that was the case beforehand, if I remember correctly. But let's see here. Man, welcome to Porthole. When you're safely through and enjoying all our wonderful stores and cafe, be sure to visit all the nearby tourist attractions in the region. There's a graveyard by the beach that you came from, some kind of weird cave thing up in a northeasterly kind of way, and well, I suppose that's it. Our slogan is Porthole, or whatever. You might as well. I don't know, it needs work. Don't leave though, because you can't. We sort of have a train, but not really. Okay, so it seems as though there's going to be a lot more exploration to do around here before I'm able to move on from it. Before we get out of here for today, I'm going to go and find the store. And of course, the stores are easily noted by whatever item it is over the top of the door. I think this is the bar here. Being dead gives adventurers palate. I'm him hooked. So am I still in Underhell? I don't know. I wonder if I'm still in Underhell. Yeah, we are. Oh, sure, we're in Underhell now, but I ain't staying any longer than I have to. You mean this? Exactly, except it's actually a place called Overhell. People say it's a marvelous paradise of joy / peace, completely like Underhell, which sucks. Oh, good lord. So that's a little bit of foreshadowing. Possibly, probably, I'm sure. But if that's the bar over there, then this must be the equip shop. I was the narrator in a former life. I still remember some stuff from my demo reel. Ahem. Physical attacks deal damage based on a monster's strength, whereas magical attacks deal damage based on a monster's magic. Easy peasy. Defense reduces damage from physical attacks, whereas magic defense reduces damage from magical attacks. This has been your Magic Minute. Trademark. And as you can see here, Z-Boy does an amazing thing. That's actually Robert Koo. And, no, that's Kiko, excuse me. God, I forget, yeah. But all of these 3 people here, all of the item, equip, and, well, God, what's the third person? Sell armor, maybe? I don't remember. Are Penny Arcade employees. Their faces permanently in the game. Curiously enough, I wonder if a okay, so you can. So, it seems as though any character might be able to equip any weapon, and you can kind of see what the effects of each would be like. But if you remember, there are some skills that I had that were weapon specific, so you don't necessarily want to just buy the one that'll have the most damage or whatever for that particular character. Let's get this one by and equip. And he no longer needs the War Pestle. Instead, we're going to get him the Bearded Axe. And my axe. Then let's see, we can go ahead and sell this stuff. And sell. Lovely. So I had just enough money to do that. You guys! Erica gives us magic stuff. All of our equipable things here, and that does everything from here's your magic boosts, to your strength boosts, to your speed boosts, to your HP boosts, and then all of your various elemental attribute boosting items. Fire, water, no wait, ice, rather, earth, air. And then down here at the bottom, Stats Regimen, Science Pills, and Self-Help Book. Another carryover from the last one that just gives all-around boost to all of your stats. And you can only equip one of these at a time, remember. So that's always something to bear in mind. So Brian is the last one. Please buy as much of my stuff as you can afford. Good God, I can't afford any of that. But as you can see here, not only can you purchase an upgrade to the item itself, so it'll probably heal 200 instead of 100, but you can also upgrade the number of uses. And eventually be able to unlock different items as well. So, without wanting to give away too much more of this wonderful, what I'm sure is going to be incredible game, I'm going to go out here. Good God, fighting these Spider 64s and Angry Birds as I give my little sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to keep playing the absolute dog crap out of this game because, well, Z-Boyd holds a special, special place in my heart because I found... Oh God, they just exploded and killed themselves there. That's a no bueno. I found Breath of Death out of nowhere at random on Xbox Live Indie one day, and ever since then I've been a huge fan of their work. They constantly put out stuff that is of the highest quality, and with really every bit of it is a love message to whatever genre they happen to be doing at the time, which at the moment it seems to be JRPG. So, go please buy this game, play through it, enjoy it, love it, devour it, because I know that I will. And as always, we'll see you next time.